Hello and good day everyone to another Dav Jones Yoga practice. Today I'm going to be sharing with you a supine sequence. So a lot of today's practice will be me lying on the mat, moving through the relevant 6 functions of the hip, looking at ways in which we can open up the joint space of the hip as well as the knee, and then respectively looking at generating resistance in the 6 main groups of muscles that help to stabilize your hip joint itself. I find this sequence to be really beneficial for my own practice in regards to having strong and stable knees as well as, of course, the hips. You will need today for today's practice a couple of blocks and a strap. We are going to get going pretty quickly. Let's lie down on our backs. Come into a Ardha Shavasana position, so that's lying on your back, feet on the floor, bend at the knees. Rest the hands by your side, close down the eyes, lift the head off the mat, draw the chin towards your throat, lengthening at the back of the neck, and then keeping that length at the back of the neck, lower the head back down to the mat. Close down the eyes and just take this next few moments to draw your awareness to your experience here and now. Inhaling through the nose into your side ribs. Exhaling out through the nose. Inhaling through the nose. Side ribs expand. Exhaling out through the nose. Inhaling through the nose. Exhaling out through the nose. So have one more breath here. Inhale, aim to try to inflate your side body first. And then notice the breath expand in all directions, front as well as back. Long exhalations out through the nose. Really nice. Reach for your strap. Extend the left leg up. We'll start with the left leg today. Hook the strap over the foot. Now, option to straighten out the right leg. If this feels a little bit tight in the right hip flexors, you can of course remain with a bend in your right knee. We're going to spend up to 10 breaths here, so I want you to flex the ankle, toes drawing down towards your body, heel reaching up. Each inhalation, find expansion through the body. Exhalation, just gently draw the leg towards you. Inhalation, expand through the ribcage. Exhalation, drawing the leg towards you. And again, just finding here a stretch suited for you. You don't want to be overdoing it or overstretching here by really trying to find your maximum stretch intensity. It's more so looking at a way in which we can breathe comfortably, but still finding that relevant stretch capacity. Still see if you can continue to flex at the ankle. Good, let's have one more breath, breathing in. Exhaling out. Okay, bring the strap into the left hand. If you haven't already, straighten out your right leg. Push the right heel down into the floor. Keep the right hip fixed into the mat as well. Slowly abduct the left leg out to the side. Now I'm still flexing at this left ankle, kicking through the heel. Now I want you to come to a place here with this left leg where you can feel the stretch in the inner left thigh. But if you were to let go of your strap, could you still keep that left leg in place? So do we still have muscular control here? Take hold of the strap again. Maintain that left leg position, and then we're going to have roughly up to a minute here. Those that want more of a stretch here, looking at drawing the left foot towards your left shoulder. Good. Again, continue with calming breaths, inhaling, exhaling. Keep pressing the right heel down into the floor. Let's have one more breath, inhaling. Exhaling. Okay, release the tension on the strap with the hand. Abduct, bring the left leg back up to centre. Rebend into this right leg. Lift the hips, shuffle the hips over to the left. You can straighten out right leg. Bring the strap into the right hand and then twist. Take your left leg over to the right. Now in this action, you'll see me now shift my weight onto the outer right foot. So I'm now pressing through the outer right foot, and I'm also kicking up with this left outer foot as well. Turn the head to the left. And again, if I was to let go of the strap, I should still be able to keep my left leg in place. Good, up to a minute here, breathing in. Breathing out. And again, those that want a little more, you'd look at drawing that left leg up towards right shoulder. This tends to be typically quite an intense stretch, but it certainly is for me. I'm going to have another 3 to 4 breaths here, inhaling. Exhaling. Inhaling. Exhaling. One more breath. Inhale through the nose. Exhaling. Okay, release the tension on the strap. Strong abduction. Draw left leg back up to centre. Readjust the hips. Release the strap. And then using good control here, press the lower back into the floor. Slowly lower left leg back to the mat. Okay, rebend into that left leg. Changing sides, find your right leg. Working on increasing your hip flexion, flexibility here. And again, roughly a minute here. Again, we're flexing up this right ankle. Straighten out the left leg if you have the space. Breathing in, expand through lungs. With each exhale, trying to reduce the space between the thigh and your body. But again, remember, not over increasing the intensity of the stretch. So to a place where you can still breathe comfortably, but manage the stretch intensity. Good, everyone. Let's have another 3 breaths here. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhaling. Exhaling. One more breath. Inhaling. Exhaling. Okay, bring the strap into the right hand. Rooting down through this left heel, pushing it into the floor. Slowly abduct, take your right leg out to the right. And again, we want to be holding the leg with relevant muscular tension here, so we can let go of the strap, still see if you can keep the leg in place. Take the strap and then maintain here. Up to a minute here, breathing in. And breathing out. Try to make the breathing as calm as you can. Still rooting down through left heel, that's kicking into the mat. If you want more of a stretch here, looking at drawing this right foot up towards right shoulder. Now you'll see me as I go through these stretches. Typically I'll be also just checking in with my neck mobility. So I tend to just see how my range is, turning to one side and then turning to the other. Okay, maintain one more breath, inhaling. Exhaling. And using the strength of your inner thigh muscles in this right leg. Adduct, bring the leg back up to center. Rebend this left knee. Shuffle the hips over to the right by a few inches. Bring the strap into the left hand. Straighten out that left leg and then twist. Bring your right leg over to the left. Turn the head to the right. Now also, as you can see, I've now turned the resistance with this bottom foot, pressing through the outer left foot. And I'm also pushing up through this outer right foot. Good. Typically about a minute here. Breathing in, calm breaths. Long exhales. Good everyone, 2 more breaths, inhaling, exhaling, still keeping those resistances through both legs, inhaling and exhaling. Okay, using the muscular control of this right leg, abduct back up to center, readjust the hips, remove the strap for now, bend at both knees, feet back on the floor. Breathe in and breathe out. Okay, have a look down either side of the hip. We're going to bring the feet just slightly wider than our hip. Same for both sides. Press the lower back into the floor. Press the heels of the feet into the mat. Lift your hip up, coming into Setu Bandhasana, bridge pose. This is going to be a dominance or working on, really trying to fire and wake up our glutes, our gluteus maximus. Lift the toes off the floor, mount the toes as well. So we just have the heels of the feet pressing down into the mat. Now if you reach underneath, touch the bum, wanting to make sure that they're feeling quite toned here. And if you touch your hamstring, you should notice that the hamstrings feel a little less toned than the glutes themselves. Good. Now finding that engagement, you're going to slowly lower the hip down and then lift up. We're going to go for 10. 1, 2, 3. See if you can keep your lower back long. 4, by keeping the pelvis tucked. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Lift and hold, maintain that push through the heel. Keep the posterior tilt of the pelvis, the tailbone tucking under. Now come to, just drop the pelvis a few degrees, and then from here just going to do gentle pulsing of the hip, up and down. We're going to see if we can pulse for 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 13, 12, missed 14, didn't I? 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and then 1. Okay. Lower the right toes down. Heel toe your right foot in, just a few insteps. Lift toes again, press through right heel, and then you're going to lift left leg off. Good. Kick down through right heel and then just do gentle pulses of this right hip. Pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower left foot down. We're going to heel toe left foot in. roughly more centre now. So if you were to look down the outer edge of the left hip, you should see outer heel in line with left hip. Okay, pressing down through left heel, float the right leg off. I'm stacking right knee over the hip, and again I pulse left hip up and down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Reset the right foot, bring it to the floor. Take feet wide where we started again, so feet slightly wider than the hip. Lift toes, one more pulse here. Keep that posterior tilt with the pelvis, and again pulse the pelvis. Just minimal up and down. Continue for 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift and hold the pelvis. Keep that posterior tilt, pressing down through both heels, and that's hold statically here, isometrically, holding 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and slowly 1. Lower the hip to the mat. Whew. Okay, give your muscles a rest for a moment. Try to relax the glutes, relaxing through the body. Take the feet a little bit wider to the edges of the mat. Inhale. On your exhale, take the knees over to the left. Inhale. Exhale, knees up to center. Inhale. Exhale, knees to the right. Let's do this one more time. Inhale. Exhale, knees to center. Inhale. Exhale, knees to left. Inhale. Exhale, knees to center. Okay, find both blocks. Place them towards the bottom edge of your mat. Now we roughly want about a 120 degree here at the angle of the knee. And just with the mound of the toes, tips of the toes, place them on the edges of the block. Now this next movement is really going to generate power and stability, resistance work for the hamstrings themselves. Try not to overuse your arms to help you here. This is purely trying to activate the hamstring group. Press the lower back into the floor, lift the heels, and then see if you can lift the hip. Push the mound of the toe down, tips of the toes into the block. Good. Keep the scoop of the pelvis, the posterior tilt. And then from here, you're just going to do gentle pulses. Same as we did with the glute stuff a moment ago. So heels has a direct link to the glute max. Mound of the toe will have a direct link to the hamstring group. Okay, so we're pulsing here for 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, hold it statically. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shift the weight to the right foot, lift left foot off, hold 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set left foot down, find the block, shift the weight over to the left foot. Oh, that was a tough one, wasn't it? Lift right foot off. Oh, a bit of cramp in my right calf. Hold 10, push left foot down, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right foot sets down. We're going to do one more hold, do a gentle pulse, 10, 9, should feel easy now after the one leg lifts, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice and easy. Set the bum, the spine to the floor. Breathing in. And breathing out. Okay, place the blocks out to one side. Roll onto your left hip. We will take one block for this. So side lying on your left hip. Step your right leg over the left, so we have this shape. I have no idea what they call this, but you just basically want to create one line. See if you can stack this top hip on top of the bottom. Flex through the left foot, heel kicking to the bottom of the mat, toes drawing towards you. Slowly lift left foot off, and we're just going to lift and lower. See if we can do 20. 1, 2, you'll feel it in the adductors of this left leg. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Lift and hold. See how high you can lift this left leg. Stay. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bend into the left knee. Kick the heel behind you. Try to take the knee back behind you. Still trying to keep the hips stacked. And then try to lift your inner thigh of the left leg a little bit higher. Hold. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Kicking the heel back, lifting the inner thigh up. 4, 3, 2, 1. Re-straighten that left leg. Lift a bit higher if you can. 5, 4, 3, 2, and then 1. Set the left leg down. Really good. Stack the right leg on top of the left. So if you were to look down the front of your body now, you should be able to see the creases of the ankles. You will even be able to see just about the knees as well, the kneecaps. Imagine your body is between two panes of glass here. You can have your hands out to the side, palms pressing. So we do this to limit rotation of our trunk. So palms pressing together. Press the bottom foot into the floor, outer edge of the foot, and then abduct this top leg. Flex the ankle. Good. See if you can lift the leg a little higher, abduct a little higher. And then one more try, see if you can lift a little bit higher once again. Stay. Good. Hold for 3, 2, and 1. Now, try and just create the movement here from the right hip itself. So turn the toes up, feel the movement in the head of the hip. So we're externally rotating the hip here, and then turn the toes back in. Good, and then feel the thigh bone roll in. We do that 2 more times. Turn the toes up, turn the toes back in. Turn the toes up, oh it's not easy. Turn the toes back in. Really great work. Now from here, slowly, keeping your balance, pressing the bottom leg into the floor, bring your right leg into flexion. If it's a bit too strong, you can do this with a bent knee. Good, keep pushing that bottom leg into the floor, and then push up through your right leg, just a little bit, so we feel the outer right hip. Bend back into the knee, bring that right leg back to where it started, and then we're going to slowly come into external rotation. So we bend into that right foot, find one of your blocks, place the block between your foot and your inner thigh. Bring the hand onto the outer thigh, inhale, exhale, push against the hand. 1, inhale, exhale, push against the hand. 2, you're going to feel this in the outer hip muscles of this right hip. 1 more time, inhalation. Nice, your strongest effort here. Exhale, push against the hand. Okay, really nice. Bend into the bottom leg, bring the knee level with the hip, and then place the block between both thighs. Good, squeeze the block between your inner thighs, palms together, stacking the shoulders, stacking the hips. Lift your right foot as high as it will go here. Good, maintain. Bring the feet to connect, and then lift off again. We'll go for 10. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Set the foot down. Whew, okay, give the hips a relaxation for a moment. Breathing in and breathing out. Okay, we're going to do this sequence now on the other side. So I'm going to just switch my position to the other side of the mat. Now you remember the first position that we worked towards here was bring in now the left foot over the right leg, extend through your right leg, kick through the heel, draw up through the toes, palms together. Now we'll go for 20 to start. Lift and lower the right leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. On the final one, lift and hold. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and slowly 1. Okay, bend into the knee. Kick the heel behind you. Lift the inner thigh up. Hold 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Re-straighten the leg. Lift higher again if you can. Keeping the hips stacked. Hold 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Set the right foot down. Now stack the left foot on top of the right. Look down the front of your body. Try to create one flat line. And again, imagine your body's between two panes of glass. Keeping the hips stacked. Good. Press the bottom foot into the floor. Abduct top leg. Good. Come to your highest position here. Good. Lift a little bit higher if you can. And then once again, if you have the capacity, lift further. Lift higher once again. Maintain, hold. Press the bottom leg into the floor. Good. Hold. Good. Maintain here. And then we slowly turn the toes up. Try to create the rotation just in the head of the hip. We turn the toes back in. Good. Repeat 2 more times. Toes turn up. Good. Toes back in. Last one. Toes turned up. And back in. Good, now we hold it here. Slowly bring the leg into flexion. Try not to allow your lower back to round here. Pressing that bottom foot into the floor. If it's a bit too strong, remember you can bend the knee. Good, maintain. If you can manage it, straighten out the leg. You're trying to just kick the outer foot up a little bit, as well as pushing down for that outer edge of the right foot, the bottom foot. 3, 2, and 1. Take the leg back to where it started. Reach for your other block. Abduct, turn the toes up, and then slowly bend into the knee. Place the block between the inner thigh and your left foot. Left hand comes onto the outer thigh. Inhale. Exhale, push back against the hand. Breathe out. 1. We're going to do another 3 breaths. Each exhale, try to create stronger effort. Inhale. Exhale, kick back. Good. Inhale. Bit stronger again. Exhale, press into the hand. Last breath here. Inhale. Exhale, push back into the hand. Okay, really good. Bend into the bottom leg. Bring the knees roughly level with your hip crease. Place the block in between the thighs. Squeeze the block, palms together, stacking at the shoulders. Internally rotate, lifting that left foot high here. Good, we're going to go for 10 here. So we lower the foot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Lift and hold. 10. Lift the foot as high as you can. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. set the foot down. Really good work, everyone. Good, now slowly make your way onto your spine. Lie on your back, finding that same supine bent knee position we started with. Close down the eyes. Breathing in. And breathing out. Inhale. Exhaling. I'm going to conclude the practice from here, everyone. As always, thank you so much for joining and supporting Dav Jones Yoga's online classes. Tune in next week and I will be again sharing another 30-minute flow. I hope you all enjoyed today's practice and found it helpful and that your hips feel great.